Hey, welcome to the Dray Way. I'm glad you're here. We got a good show for you today. It's something a little different for sure, but a good show. So stay right there. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Welcome to the Dray Way. Let's go. Hey, welcome to the Dray Way. Sometimes things happen, and especially over the last couple of weeks, you've noticed just how strange this administration is. And I say strange because we're seeing things that we've never seen before. We're seeing some guy, some rich guy, he's now walking around into buildings and stuff, getting access to a lot of information that he shouldn't probably have access to, along with some young kids, and they're trying to change essentially how government works. And, we've built this system over hundreds of years. And now to think you can just walk in and do a brief look-see and say, oh, this is inefficient, it's got to go. This is inefficient, it's got to go. This is inefficient, it's got to go. You're going to cause damage. You're going to cause a lot of damage because despite what you think, despite you're saying, oh, this isn't necessary, you don't really know exactly what all these people are doing. And when you just eliminate them, once again, the government is not a business. Never has been, never will be. Thinking that a good businessman can come in and run a government more efficiently is foolish. It's silly because the government is in service of the people. It's not a corporation. It's not trying to make a profit. That's not what government does. Is government perfect? No government is. Neither are corporations. They are far from perfect. But a company is nothing like the government because one is just trying to make profit. The other one is in service to its people. And right now, what we have going on is damage. It's just, all I can think about is, when new leadership gets in, trying to repair all of this reminds me of what we're seeing in Gaza right now. People are looking at Gaza and they're going, wow, this is crazy. Look at the damage here. That's exactly what the new administration will be saying in 4 years. Oh my gosh, look at the damage here. And instead of the new administration in 4 years taking America forward, they're going to spend a large majority of their time repairing everything that this administration does over the next 4 years. And I don't see any way around that because you have people that have very limited government experience. In the case of Elon Musk, he has no government experience, none. So why is he making decisions on government when he has 0 years of experience running government? I say it out loud, and it's absolutely staggering that we have people in control of our government that have no experience in government. And I know you're saying, well, Trump was president for 4 years. Yes, he was. And look what happened. Hundreds of thousands of people died. Millions of people lost jobs. The economy was crashed when he left. So we voted this back in. We voted this craziness back in. So we got an old crazy guy and we got some rich guy that has no government experience whatsoever, going around getting rid of government employees, saying you're not necessary, you're not needed, when he has zero understanding of what government really does and its function. So yeah, that's where we're at right now. That's where this country is at. And this is what apparently this is what we voted for. And we're getting exactly what we voted for. We're getting incompetence and inexperience. And it's going to end up costing us dearly. Let me know what you think in the comments. Thanks for joining the Dray Way. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. I'm glad you're here. Don't go anywhere. We got more to talk about. Stay right there. You know, all I've seen out of these corporations, out of this DEI thing is, Costco standing up and a lot of other companies cowering. I never thought I would see this in America. I never thought where I would see America fear an administration. And I understand why they're scared, because Donald Trump is so reckless. He is so petulant. He is such a child. Oh, you did this to me. Oh, I'm going to do it back to you 10 times worse. It's just when you're faced with a bully, we are all taught you stand up to a bully. But yeah, that's not what the Republican Party has done. And that's not what these corporations, many of them, not all of them, but many of them, And it makes you realize in this life just how many people are complete cowards. Because what some of these companies have done, like Walmart and some of these other companies, how they're getting rid of DEI policy, which is just crazy as far as I'm concerned. It just shows what a coward you are. What a coward you are at the top of the company, that you will cower to this type of pressure. It's sad. It really is sad. And I'm glad there's companies like Costco and Ben and Jerry's and other companies that stand up and go, no, DEI is the right thing to do. DEI it is a positive thing. Yeah, because once again, you have Republicans turning something into a race baiting issue, but DEI mostly helps white women. That's the thing that I don't think white women understand. DEI helps mostly you. DEI is not being brown or black. DEI also helps white women and has for decades. So I don't understand it. I don't understand why. And all I can say is, so many of you that are in the House and the Senate, so many of you are going to be looked at in future, 20 years from now, 50 years from now, 100 years from now. And how are you going to be talked about? You're certainly not going to be talked about the way Jefferson is talked about, or Washington, or Adams, or any of those, the founding fathers. You're not going to be talked in that same light. You're going to be talked about poorly, that you were cowards when a shyster named Donald Trump, conned his way into the White House. And instead of you doing your job, instead of you holding the president accountable as an equal branch of the government, you cowered like little bitches. Yeah, you heard me. You cowered like little bitches. And all of you Republicans in the House and Senate, you are little bitches. And that is how history is going to remember you. And that is exactly how you're going to go down in the history books. Let me know what you think. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Welcome to the Dray Way. We have more to talk about. Stay right there. I keep getting a lot of messages about real estate, particularly in Florida and Texas, Louisiana. All of you guys keep asking me the same question. Should I buy at the end of the year? Should I buy in the middle of the year? Should I buy this? You shouldn't buy at all. You shouldn't be thinking about buying into a bubble. Real estate prices in Texas and Florida and Louisiana are going to go down a lot more. especially in Florida, prices are going to go much, much lower over the next 3 years. It's not, prices have been going down for a while now, but they're going to keep going down because a lot of people by the droves are moving out of Florida. People are leaving Florida because it's just not affordable. It's just not sustainable. It's not like there's a ton of jobs in Florida paying big money. Yeah, that's not a thing. And there's places for rent everywhere, thousands and thousands of them. Investors will do anything right now to rent their place. So yeah, I mean, there's deals to be had renting. Buying, yeah, you should have no interest in buying whatsoever, whether it's Florida, whether it's Texas, because here come the foreclosures. Foreclosures are starting up again. And do you know how many millions of people are behind on their house payments? Millions. So don't be in a rush whatsoever. You had a rapid increase. The prices shot up because interest rates were 2-3%, which makes an expensive house affordable at 2-3%. But at 6-7%, not affordable at all. So what has to happen? Interest rates have to go back to 2%? Yeah, good luck with that. What's going to happen is prices are going to have to fall because inventory is soaring. Is it soaring everywhere? Please don't comment me that you live next to New York and prices are going up. I know, okay? Trust me, I know. I'm not saying that this real estate thing is affecting everyone. Not yet. But it soon will affect everyone when Donald Trump crashes the economy, because he is going to crash the economy. It's because it's Donald Trump and he doesn't know what he's doing. So whether you believe that or not, I really don't care, because he hasn't put forth a single policy that has been positive for, I don't know, he said on day one, I will lower the price of groceries on day one. Eggs have tripled since he became president a few weeks ago. Eggs have gone from $3 to $9, $10, $11, $12, in some cases even more than that. And what has he done about it? Nothing. Has he mentioned it? Nope. Hasn't addressed it whatsoever. So here grocery prices are going up and Donald Trump has done, yeah, that's right, nothing. Absolutely nothing. So when it comes to real estate right now, especially when you're looking down, before you think of buying something, first of all, if you're not going to be somewhere for 10 years, don't think of buying right now. If you're saying, "Oh, I'm going to buy a house, it's my dream house, and I'm going to live here the rest of my life," which sounds a lot like prison, by the way. Do your thing, But for most of us, renting right now is the best option. Renting is definitely cheap. I can rent a house here in Vegas, a nice 3-2, 4-2 for $2,000 a month. To buy it would cost over $4,000 a month. So do I want to pay $2,000 a month or do I want to pay $4,000 a month? It's not a tough choice as far as I'm concerned. But let me know what you think in the comments. Thanks for joining me on the Dray Way. There's a new Dray Way each and every day, and I'm trying to get to 100,000, so help me out. Hit the subscribe button, and don't forget, my new podcast is going to be over on Patreon. Yes, you'll be able to sign up for the new podcast. The new podcast will appear every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Please join my podcast. It's called The Dray Way, Fearless After 40, over on Patreon. Soon I'll give you all the information that you need so that you can join. Until then, have a wonderful day, and I'll see you again right here on the Dray Way tomorrow. Have a great day, everybody.